Yeah, and if you got a little pond or a little lake in your backyard or something like that, those are affected too up in that portion of Surry and Stokes County, Kelly. But the rivers and streams and creeks as a whole have started to recede a little bit in some of these areas, and that's good news. We still have a flood warning that's in effect, kind of a broad flood warning from Surry County, Patrick County, and northwestern parts of Stokes County. That's until 2 o'clock, and that's this bright green area you see here because there is still some standing water and some flooding issues in there. It's not still rising. The waters are not rising there anymore. They're taking their time to recede, but there still may be some flooded roadways. Outside of that, we've got this darker green flood watch that's in effect, and that's in effect until after midnight, and that just tells us it's a watch, and that means that there will be the potential for possibly some flash flooding or flooding as we go on into later this afternoon and into the evening hours as we get some more storm cells to push across the region a little bit later on today. Some torrential rains in this region from areas of Patrick County into Surry County and Stokes County as well. 10, 11 inches of rain, or close to 11 inches in a lot of spots here. That's what caused the flooding. It happened. They got their first few showers of storms about 5, 6 o'clock yesterday evening over this region. They came one at a time, and there were a couple or three of them. They don't look all that impressive on the radar when they went through, but they just kind of continued, and some of the showers on top of that really added a lot more rain, and that's why they got the flooding. Even back out to the west around Mount Airy, they got 4 to 5 inches of rain. That's impressive in and of itself. When we start talking about 10 and 11 inches, that's going to cause some problems, and it has. And these are some of the storm reports that we've gotten, all flooding reports from northwest Stokes County, northeast Surry County, and parts of southern Virginia, just south of Ararat there, where we've seen folks get rescued out of cars because of flooding, some bridges washed out, roadways washed out too, water's coming into homes. So hopefully all that's starting to calm down now, and folks can get to work on taking care of what they need to take care of today up there. I would still kind of tiptoe around up there as we go through the day with some more showers and storms possible. We've had showers and storms over Alamance and Caswell County, mostly some heavy rains out there, and now some moderate rains moving through Davidson County, getting ready to go into Randolph, Guilford, and also southern parts of Forsyth County, and some showers fairly light to moderate over Wilkes, getting ready to go into Yadkin County as we go through the remainder of the morning hours here. Here's a surface trough just down to the south. That'll be a nice little spot to converge some rains as we go through the early part of the day. This front back out west is in no hurry to move. In fact, it doesn't cross the Piedmont until maybe early Tuesday morning. And then it's just going to kind of stall out somewhere near us, and that'll keep us kind of unsettled as we go on into the middle part of the week. So I hope we don't see what we've seen overnight last night or earlier yesterday with the heavy showers and storms later on this week, but it's something we'll have to keep in mind and prepare for. There is a marginal risk for some excessive rains later today that could lead to some flash flooding once again, so we'll have to watch for that. We also have this marginal risk severe thunderstorm level 1 risk for possibility of seeing storms kind of go rogue and get a little stormy out there. It may have some damaging winds in excess of 58 miles per hour and some heavy rains that could cause the flooding, as I mentioned. Low to mid 70s out there right now, 60s in the mountains. The thing is, it's so massively humid out there with dew point temperatures in the low and even mid 70s across the region. A lot of available moisture in the atmosphere. You get those storms to crop up, it'll dump that rain on you in a short period of time, and that's when you get the flooding issues out there. Here are some more showers that may be in play late this morning. As we go into the afternoon, that's when we see more of the storms start to crop up, especially over the southern Piedmont and the Triad into the evening hours. Another chance for some scattered showers and storms to move through. Then as we get into the day tomorrow, things will straighten out a little bit more, but we'll still run the risk for some isolated showers and storms as we get into Monday afternoon. They won't be quite as plentiful as they may be later today. 82 for the high later today in the Piedmont. We got impact hours in the foothills for the day today because of the flood watch. And also the chance for some severe thunderstorms later this afternoon. And same thing in the mountains. However, their temperatures will be in the mid 70s today. 85 tomorrow, scattered showers and storms possible. Impact day Tuesday for some more chances of heavy rains in here, and all week temperatures in the low and mid 80s.